There's a saying, it's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. And from the outside looking in, you probably haven't seen much. Perhaps you've only heard of the cornfields and corn heads. Those are here, and here to stay. But look closer, and you'll discover where corn meets road is a group of people who make this place called Lincoln awesome. Here, strangers are welcomed as friends, and travelers are treated as locals. A place that when you leave is somehow unexpectedly on your mind. Like other growing cities, we've got it all. Award-winning local breweries, captivating museums, curated fine art, innovative cuisine, charming shops and boutiques, a rich tradition of sports, and a diverse selection of entertainment. Experience is what matters. And community, well, that's our pride and joy. It's why 297,622 people, and counting, call it home. So when you come to Lincoln and discover everything this big little town in the Midwest has to offer, remember, with every interaction, moment, and experience you have, don't just look. See.
Hello and welcome to Out and About. I'm Diane Gonzalez. Coming up later in the show, we'll have our regulars, Jeff Mall from Visit Lincoln and Tim Savona from PBA and Pinewood Bowl. But we are going to start today with a change at the top of the Lincoln Community Playhouse. After 16 years, Executive Director Maury Enders is retiring, and Elizabeth Alley Shady is taking the reins to start the Playhouse's 81st season. Thank you both so much for being with us today.
Thank you. Thanks, Diane.
I'm going to start with Maury. Now,
Okay.
you are staying through the fall to help with transition.
Yep.
So that's good news. In a newspaper article, Board President Bob Everett said you provided steady hands, clear vision, and deep commitment. What are you most proud to have accomplished in your time at LCP?
Sure. Well, Diane, first of all, the biggest accomplishment is that we're still here. Because you remember 16 years ago, we were in the studio and you were interviewing me about starting at the Playhouse.
Right.
And the biggest problem with the Playhouse was survival. So they had gone through a 10-year slump, and I was brought in, and I called myself a catalyst for change, that by starting with a new slate, that we could start over. And everybody would have a chance to believe again in the Playhouse. Mm-hmm. So when I did start, we were about 3 months from closing, and 16 years later, here we still are.
Yay.
So good for all of us for believing in the power of a Playhouse and what it can do for a community. So that's the first achievement, I would say. And then the other achievements are all related to that, because they involve outreach programming, which some people would call outreach. I would call it community building. So those kind of tentpole achievements are the Penguin Project, which is the annual show that the Playhouse does, where all the roles are played by children with special needs, partnered with peers. We were the first group outside of Illinois, where it started, to do a Penguin Project, and the fourth actual Penguin Project, and now there's over 60 around the country. So that's an amazing achievement. And then we also have our senior citizen troupe, which when we started that, we called it the Radioactive Players, because we started with radio scripts. But then as time went on, we started to use MTI, which is the name of a company that licenses shows. We started using their junior scripts for seniors. Now the junior scripts are abridged versions of big musicals for junior high kids. And I said, can we do those with senior citizens? And the New York company was like, yeah, I guess. I don't know why you would do that, but sure. And so we started to do those, and they were so successful that I actually convinced MTI to turn it into a national program, which is now called Broadway Senior. So if anybody around the country goes and sees a senior show, that's called Broadway Senior. It started at Lincoln Community Playhouse. And the third other great outreach or community building program is our work with Belmont Elementary. We've kind of adopted that school, and we work with the students, the scholars of Belmont and their teachers and administration, and also with the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. Youth Rally folks. Many of them are involved from Belmont as well. So I would call that community building, and that is what a community theater should be, and that is what the Lincoln community has embraced about its Playhouse, and that's why we're still here.
And it's a wonderful, wonderful place for so many people, both who participate and who come to watch.
No,
so
thank you.
Thank you, Maury. Personally, thank
Yes.
you. And we will have more with you later, but let's meet Allie. Most recently, you were the Director of Operations in Salina at the Community Theater there. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I am a mother. First and foremost, I think I'm a mother and a partner. My son is 8 years old. His name is Oliver. My husband's name is Eric. And we're a really tight-knit arts passionate family. So my son plays piano. My husband was a music education major. I, like so many others who are in the world of theater, started really young. I was probably 3 years old in my first production. My first role was the Cat and the Fiddle in Hey Diddle Diddle.
Oh, that's a big role.
Yes, for a 3-year-old. And I particularly remember that role because I wore a leotard. And I had just the longest tail. It was just a ribbon that came behind me, and I just thought I was so glamorous because I had this tail that also served as a train. And so
you were hooked.
I was hooked from that point on, you know. The glamour of the stage just hooked me. And growing up in Riverside, California, my parents and my grandparents were nervous because they were like, oh no, we have an artist in California. How is she going to survive? How is she going to live? But I think that the greatest thing about the Midwest is that arts are thriving here. And so when I was able to join the arts industry as a professional, I really felt like I was built to blossom, and I also was really fortunate to undergo a huge transformation as an artist. I was able to, through COVID, like so many others, I was able to take the arts from a perspective of in service of self to a perspective in service of others, because I really didn't know until I saw the aftermath of COVID how arts industry doesn't just serve the artists. You know, you so often as the creators, we get wrapped up in the creation of art that we forget the service of art. And so watching, when we were finally able to open the theater back up to the community, watching that 25% house, because we couldn't fill max capacity, come out and shake my executive director's hand with tears streaming down their cheeks from watching a comedy. It was just life-changing. It was like, oh, there's this whole other world to arts that I had never explored before. And at that point, I went back to him and I said, I'm going back to school and I'm going to focus on arts administration, because this is the future of the arts, and this is where we need to be focusing our attention.
Wonderful. Well, you can read about Allie's bio on the Playhouse website, lincolnplayhouse.com. And she's got quite an extensive resume, including graduating from Kansas State University. So wanted to mention that. Allie, what attracted you to the job at the Lincoln Community Playhouse?
Well, initially, Maury. I have had the honor of knowing Maury for a few years. We met through the American Association of Community Theaters. He actually came down and adjudicated for us at Theater Salina, and that was my first introduction to him. And I was immediately drawn to him. The way he talks about theater, it's community-centric, it's supportive. It was really inspiring, and from that point on, any opportunity I got to see Maury and talk about community theater, I took, and I kind of got a little bit of a reputation for getting super excited to see him, and my fellow staff members at Theater Salina would tease me a little bit about it because I'd get so excited to see him because I'd nerd out about community theater with Maury. Additionally, I could see my family here. My husband is from small town Kansas, and he loves the small town feel. Lincoln, we are constantly surprised at this big city with such a small town feel.
Exactly.
The friendliness, and further, the mission of LCP is really important to me. It's about transformation and community. And I think that that is the entire purpose for community theater. I think it's about storytelling and education. And I think that's our greater responsibility as artists, is to share experiences. And I think that the mission of LCP aligns with my mission as an artist as well.
And what are some of your goals? I know Maury's accomplished a lot. Where do you want to take LCP from here?
I am really into the data and the numbers. So a lot of my goals are financial, they're fiscal. Additionally, I also, again, think that theater is about education. And so I would love to look at building and expanding upon our education programs. We have a great program already. I just want to see what else we could do with it.
Okay. All right. Back to you, Maury.
Oh,
You did a national search
Yes.
to find a new director. What made Allie stand out?
Well, first of all, when I said I was retiring, the board of directors didn't believe me, and I said, no, I really am. and then they panicked, and they said, we have to do this national search. And I'm like, yes, yes. And so they did this thoughtful, thorough national search. But I told them at the beginning, I said, I'm going to know who you pick. Because the Lincoln Community Playhouse now has such a national reputation among community theater people that we are going to be an attractive job. And sure enough, Allie's resume came through. I was like, know her. And I think what is attractive about Allie taking over this position is her business sense and her business experience. Because I will tell you, honestly, I faked my way through all of it. All right, because I have common sense, but I was surrounded by people who knew business and understood all of the things that go into that. And they were very helpful through all of that. But now a person at the helm actually does know it. Along with, she's going to be supported by people who know it. And I think that that's going to make the theater more secure for the future. So I'm excited by that.
All right. And what about you? What's next? I know one of the things you're doing, but tell us about what you plan.
Well, I'm not quite out the door yet. So my next show is going to be How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying Senior, which is a senior production with us. And we are one of 3 places in the country that is doing a pilot production of this show, because they ought to ask us, because we started it, right? So we just going to be starting rehearsals for that. So I think that'll be exciting, and that's going to go up in September. And after that, I'm pursuing some national theater opportunities. We'll see. Keep our fingers crossed on those. And I'm also hoping to continue to be a tour ambassador. So we have a trip, by the way, we have a trip coming up in November to New York City, and then I'm working on a trip to Greece again. That'll be my 3rd trip to Greece through the American Association of Community Theater, although anyone can sign up. And I'm sure I will have no trouble filling my dates.
That's right. I know you will. I know you won't have trouble, but I've heard that you are a wonderful tour guide too, so hopefully that's in my future too. But spoiler, I am in the next senior production, my first one. Tell us about How to Succeed in Business Without Trying.
Well, it's a Pulitzer Prize winning musical, as well as a Tony Award winning musical from 1962, and it is a satire on business, which is kind of perfect, since I just explained that I know nothing about business. So it's a satire on business about J. Pierpont Finch, who starts life as a window washer, and within about 48 hours is a junior executive at this company, and he exploits all of the weaknesses of the business world to get ahead. It's a very funny show.
It is. It is very funny. How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying Senior is coming up 2 p.m., right?
Yes.
2 p.m., September 19th and 20th at the Playhouse. Again, LincolnPlayhouse.com is where you will find the information on that. And I'm very excited to join the secretarial pool for this exciting
great.
production.
You're going to have such a good time.
Sounds like a lot of fun. All right. Allie, and I'm going to have you talk about the first season, for the first show of the season 81, Dear Evan Hansen.
Yes, Dear Evan Hansen is definitely a production for today's audiences, the up-and-coming audiences. It is A newer musical recently made very famous by Ben Platt on Broadway. We have a delightful young man who really embodies Evan Hansen.
I've seen his pictures on Facebook.
Yes,
Yeah.
and his acting and his singing. I mean, really, he brings this character to life on stage. But it also it marries the world of mental health and the struggles with mental health with technology and the realities that a lot of teens face nowadays. And I think that that's also what's really important. It kind of sheds some light on the truths of what teens are constantly struggling with and how they can develop as young people, the lessons that they can learn. I think that that show encompasses all of it. Also, the music, it's just gorgeous. And this cast sounds impeccable. Cannot even begin to describe how beautiful they sound.
Well, do not miss Dear Evan Hansen, coming August 14th through the 30th at the Lincoln Community Playhouse. Again, LincolnPlayhouse.com is where you can get tickets. They're on sale now, and this is the perfect time to get a season pass as well, so you don't miss any of the shows. All right, quickly, we're going to run through the rest of season 81. The Great Gatsby is coming in October. That is the play version. How the Grinch Stole Christmas Jr. is coming up in December. Mean Girls coming in February. Les Miserables is back at the Playhouse in April and May. And then the season winds up with Aladdin Jr. That is the Penguin Project production in June. LincolnPlayhouse.com is the website. Thank you so much, Maury, and congratulations on your retirement. And Allie, everyone associated with LCP wishes you much, much success.
Thank you.
Thanks, Diane.
Now, if you're looking for a show on two wheels, you'll want to check out the European Motorcycle Night that takes over the Haymarket. It's the show's 24th year in the Haymarket. We'll have those details during break, as well as information on a variety of car shows around the capital city. Then Jeff Mull joins us from Visit Lincoln. Stay with us. Welcome back to Out and About. Jeff Mull is here from Visit Lincoln, and as you can tell from the break, it's the season for car shows.
It is definitely automotive season as we roll into fall. See what I did there? Roll into fall.
Roll into
Cars,
fall.
yeah.
And that the car shows show championship. The National Championship of Autocross is coming up again, and it's one of your favorites. That's why I put it at the top.
Long-term relationship with the Sports Car Club of America. They are back. We call it cone racing because these are cars that race in and out of cones for time. They go
Wait,
head
isn't
to
that
head.
what we do on Lincoln Streets now?
Wow.
That was a good one, huh?
Don't open that.
No.
No.
I don't complain about
good
the street
progress being
closures
made.
because it
Yes.
means smooth streets ahead,
Yeah.
and we deserve them.
So these will be the smooth streets of the west ramp of Lincoln's Air Park for the Sports Car Club of America. National champions, trophy winners from years gone by, competitors from as far away as Hawaii will converge on Lincoln. A lot of fun going on in the month of September. Over 1,000 autocrossers will call Lincoln home.
Wow. And then there's a lot of people coming in for another one of your favorites, Gravel Worlds.
The Loaf Gravel Worlds will be at the Sandhills Global Event Center. I enjoy this event because we have runners, we have bikers from across the country, across the globe that converge on Lincoln for this one-of-a-kind event. They call the gravel roads in southeast Nebraska home. They do a 35-mile, a 75-mile, a 150-mile, Diane,
Phew.
as well as a 300-mile bike ride. Starts at the wee hours of the morning. That's my favorite time to be there to see these bikers get going in the morning, and huge economic impact on our community.
Where I grew up out in the country, gravel was nice
Yeah.
because we had a lot of dirt too.
We have some of the
gravel
best-
was a step up.
We have some of the best gravel in the Midwest.
There you go.
Pam Dingman's proud.
Well, we're going to get off the road and to the ballpark now. Salt Dogs season is winding down. The final regular season home game is September 3rd.
Yeah, I wore my Salt Dogs polo today in honor of their anniversary season.
Go Dogs.
Got some weekends coming up in August and September. The Cougars, the Red Hawks, the Monarchs, and the Milkmen.
And we've got 3 Fireworks Fridays.
Yep.
And they're the August 14th, 21st, and 28th. So those are always a lot
It's
of
been
fun.
a fun season.
All right.
Hosted the All-Star Game and much, much more.
And we're gonna leave the ballpark and go to the stadium for football before too long. Can't believe I said that.
Yeah, it's going to happen quick.
I know. Summer goes way too fast. And some of the area's best professional and senior bowlers will be coming to Lincoln to the Sun Valley Lanes to earn some money.
Tip of the cap to good friend John Lucido at Sun Valley Lanes. He will host a Professional Bowlers Association event in coordination with AMF. Some of the best professional and senior professional bowlers from across the country will converge on a $2,000 first place prize. Lots of great things happening at Sun Valley Lanes.
Don't you love the sound of bowling?
I do.
I do.
On a good, like a strike.
Yeah.
When all the pins.
That's a great sound. Okay, we've got some BMX state championships coming up too.
Yeah, good buddies and friends at Star City BMX will host this event just a little bit south of Oak Lake on Sun Valley in Charleston, August 22nd and 23rd, in coordination with Star City BMX.
All right. If your workout routine is getting a little too blah or a little too routine, can try some different locations. One is South Point Pavilions.
Good opportunity to be outside in South Point Pavilion Center Court for a couple great opportunities for outdoor fitness classes hosted by local clubs and organizations. Should be a lot of fun at South Point.
And the Friends of Wilderness Park are offering yoga.
Yeah, great chance to breathe and settle into the beauty of a lovely park in West Lincoln. The classes are open to all levels, ages, bodies, and abilities. Please use Pioneers Boulevard as your entrance.
And to find out more about that, you'll want to visit Friends of Wilderness Park on Facebook. It's a wonderful place.
It is.
Okay, something a little different here. We've got kind of combines wellness with music with a documentary about the cranes.
Yeah, Sheldon will host the Bella Canto Duo as they provide a live film score of their award-winning documentary, Taking Flight, the Eighth Wonder of the World, which explores, again, the crane migration, which means a lot to the state of Nebraska.
It
so a lot
does.
of great behind-the-scenes photos. And the after-performance discussion on community and wellness, free, but registration is recommended.
Okay, Art in the Garden is back. Julia Noyes started this, quite a while ago. This is the 14th annual.
An all-ages event, free to attend, and has plenty of free parking. This year's theme is Patchwork Garden, inspired by the International Quilt Museum.
And all the proceeds go to support our beautiful sunken gardens. Okay, one of my favorite events, and I couldn't go last year because I had commitments every night, the free Nebraska Bluegrass Concert Series. If you like bluegrass, if you don't know what bluegrass is, show up. This is amazing.
This is an opportunity to stand up and be toe tapping with a lot of great bluegrass music. So many great talented folks are going to be there. Sister Sadie and the Corson Branch Buzzard Club, Jacob Jolf Band, the McGovern String Band, Appalachian Roadshow, and the Shucks Brothers.
Now, each of the three shows features local warm-up and then a national act. Dave Miller from Aloe is a fabulous musician.
Yep.
He knows all the big groups, so some of the best bluegrass you're going to hear is going to be right there at Innovation Campus. And it's a great
If you
setting.
get a chance to talk to him about his bluegrass background in the South, please do, because it's a great story.
I've seen a picture of him when he was very young.
I think we've both seen the same
Yes.
picture. Yes.
He's been at it a long time. Okay, the Lincoln Symphony Orchestra is hosting a fabulous pianist, Emmanuel Axe.
Should be an amazing time. Lots of great people are going to be having the opportunity to coordinate through music director Edward Polachek, Copeland's Fanfare for the Common Man, and Tyler White's A Five Score Festival. A lot of things going on. The Pride of All Nebraska, the Cornhusker
right.
Marching Band will be a part of this as well.
Now, where can you see a 7-time Grammy Award-winning piano legend and the Cornhusker Band on stage together?
Lead
Well,
Center.
they won't be together, but
The Lead
same
Center.
night.
Perfect stage for it.
It'll be great. Okay. We want to talk a little bit more about theater. As I mentioned in our first segment with the Playhouse folks, Dear Evan Hansen is coming up August 14th through the 30th at the Lincoln Community Playhouse. And then Bob Rook has garnered another regional premiere with Gutenberg.
Yeah, this follows Bud and Doug, a pair of aspiring playwrights who create an idea for the next great American musical. A big splashy production. Two men play every role themselves. I love these productions.
They only change caps, as I understand.
Yes, and they take everything on. And I think one of those nights in there's a lot of local folks that are going to be a part of this, including Diane Gonzalez.
That's right. There are guest producers each night, and I'm going to be there on the 28th, I believe. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to seeing this show. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, love all the energy and years that Bob Rook has put into the Tada Theater.
And Hickman, the Nebraska Communities Playhouse, is doing one of Broadway's most enduring musical comedies, Anything Goes.
This is the 2022 revision High Society Hijinks Madcap Romance to open the seas when the stowaway, a celebrity evangelist, and a boatload of eccentric passengers collide. All heck breaks loose.
I think I have a new name for Out and About. Anything Goes.
Anything goes. Well, I would like that too. Hey, Nebraska Communities Playhouse in Hickman, it's a destination theater. The great folks in Hickman love everything my friends at the Nebraska Community Playhouse are doing. And make it a night, make it an evening, lots of great coffee, restaurants, things to do in the Hickman area.
Yeah, Hickman is up and coming, that's for sure. Okay, we've got some free movies you can check out. The Lincoln Parks and Rec is offering Newsies at Antelope Park Bandshell and Goat at Easter Day.
All you need to do is grab a blanket or a chair and come out for a free, family-friendly movie in the park.
And then NeighborWorks is also hosting a free outdoor movie night as part of its back-to-school bash, and this one is going to be Inside Out.
Free popcorn, free parking, and yes, we are talking about back to school.
I know.
Do you know how many kids are trembling out there right now? Parents are like, back to routine, kiddos.
Yep.
But it's been a fast summer.
It has, way fast. The Howler Comedy Club in the basement of Bierhaus Marschuler.
Nice
I have
job.
to say that every time
Nice
since
job.
I learned how to say it. Got a couple shows coming up.
Heather Shaw and Max Meisel. I'm going to
Meisel?
go with Meisel. Heather Shaw is actually known for her sharp wit, viral stand-up clips, and spot-on celebrity impressions. Love a good impression. Head out to the Howler Comedy Club.
Okay, we're going to wrap up here with 4 great annual festivals. These are super fun. And the first is Wordstock. It's unlimited books, food trucks, carnival games, and stories from celebrity readers.
Yeah, this event, the money from event sponsors will go towards providing diverse books, hosting free book fairs, and providing literacy programs for underserved children and families. Super important to the community. Please stop out to Wordstock at the Auld Pavilion.
El Centro de las Americas is hosting its free Latino festival at Antelope Park. This is a full day of fun as well.
Food, performances, local vendors, community resources, booths, and more. Antelope Park, the Latino Festival 2026.
One of the more different events coming up is Porch Jam. It's a free for all ages community event. 6 stages, and they're all porches.
Yeah, 1 student stage, food vendors, and more. This will take place at the Cooper Park and South Salt Creek neighborhood porches. Great neighborhoods, great history. Should be a great night of Porch Jam music.
And now for something different, we're going to give a shout out again to Joe at
Great.
Lux
Yeah.
Center for the Arts. They're going to have their Summerfest on August 29th. This one features, this is intriguing, live installations of 3 new crosswalk murals.
I think Joe became bored with putting murals on walls. And he said, why not use the street? Let's do crosswalks. I remember this discussion with him. 3 new crosswalk murals, a steamroller printing demo, art activities for the whole family, as always at the Lux Center area, food trucks, live music, and more. Great chance to embrace with the folks in the University Place neighborhood. Great people like Joe Shaw. Also really reminding people how important the arts are in our community.
And getting people to go to University Place. They're going to close 48th Street, so you'll get to. It's a special atmosphere.
It
there.
is lots of great community interaction, food, fun, lots of great places to hang out.
So that is Saturday, August 29th, Lux Summerfest on 48th Street. Okay, that's our list for today. Again, tip of the iceberg, so much more going on.
Lincoln.org is our website. It's a great one-stop shop. Follow us on social media. Stop down to our visitor center at 7th and P. Just want to remind people,
Are you back in business?
we've never skipped a beat. We've been
that's
open.
right.
No damage to our space. However, you cannot access the Lincoln Station from the east. There is access on the Canopy Street side to our visitor center. So.
And that is because there was an unfortunate crash into your main entrance, but you can still get there from the Canopy Street side.
If cars versus buildings was an Olympic sport, that was a 10 perfect entry.
We seem to have so many of those in Lincoln.
We joke about it, and I was talking to Jack Mitchell on KLIN about this, that it seems like we're seeing more and more of these. This one was really bad. I'm just glad
Yes.
that nobody was else was hurt in this accident. So,
Right.
but we're still open at the visitor center.
Do you know when it'll be fixed?
Haven't heard. Talked to a couple different individuals that are part of the restoration of that entrance, and because it is a historic building,
Yes.
you just can't throw up any door and any window. You've got to be a little bit more architecturally sound as far as the history of the building. So stay tuned.
Okay. Visitor Center down at the Lincoln Station. Enter from the Canopy Street side for the time being.
Yes.
Lincoln.org is the website you go to check out all the exciting stuff coming on. All right. Gosh, next month we'll be talking football.
We will, and we're going to talk about the leaves flying and all these great fall activities rolling into Lincoln.
There we go. Maybe we should go down to Roca. Go to the berry farm for
Would not have a problem with that.
That'd be fun. Okay. All right. Thank you so
You
much,
bet.
Jeff. So we go to break. We're going to have a list of some of the great music series in town. You can literally find live music every day of the week. So I start with Sunday, I go through Saturday, and that's the list that's coming up next. And then Tim Savona joins us from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Pinewood Bowl. Stay with us. Welcome back to Out and About, and with us now is Tim Savona, General Manager of Pinnacle Bank Arena and Pinewood Bowl. At Pinewood, we're going to go start there. There's only 4 shows left in the season. It's gone fast.
It is really hard to believe. You know, school's about to start all of a sudden. Pinewood's just about over all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It feels like we just started.
Jeff and I talked about football, and it's going to be basketball for you.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how fast time goes. But yeah, we got back out at Pinewood last week with Black Crows. Had an awesome night, kind of split the weather there. It worked out really well. Coming up, 4 more, and they're all kind of crowded together. Mm-hmm. So we'll start August 13th, Thursday night, with Foreigner. Super fun show, classic rock, one of those you know all the hits kind of shows. It's a Thursday, which is fun. I think it's the same day school starts back up, actually, now that we talk. So yeah, go to school and reward your family with a Foreigner night. Yeah, tickets are going really well for that, and we look forward to it.
And I've got a ticket for Joe Bonamassa and Government Mule.
Awesome show, probably the show of the summer for us as far as like attendance goes. It's the biggest one. That's a Sunday night, August 16th. 2 great acts, kind of 2 headliners, co-billing, but Joe Bonamassa is the headliner. And yeah, the tickets are getting pretty light. So if anybody wants to go check that out, definitely get those seats sooner than later.
All right, and then I'll be back at the Bowl a few days after that for John Mulaney.
We're gonna have to get you a resident
I know.
seat. That's
I'll have to
great. Love hearing
pitch a
that.
tent.
John Mulaney with Mike Birbiglia. It's on Friday night, August 21st. So nice evening under the stars there on a Friday weekend. Kind of low key, you know, funny entertainment. Mulaney's big. He's been doing some huge shows. So this is kind of feels kind of like an underplay at Pinewood. I mean, he sold out Wrigley Field this summer.
Wow.
But yeah, neat opportunity to see him.
And then the season wraps up, we think, unless you slide something else in there.
That would be a surprise at this point. I think this is it. For a while there, we had one looking at the end of September. But yeah, Ty Myers on September 4th. I think that's a Friday night as well. Or is that a Thursday? It's one of the two. Ty Myers is an up-and-coming country act, awesome artist. He's just, he was here before, actually. He was on Bulls, Bands, and Barrels a few years back. But he's got a big following. The ticket sales for that are really good. It definitely seems like his a little bit of a younger audience. But it feels like an opportunity to see somebody on the rise up. Because pretty soon he's going to be in major arenas, I think.
Okay, let's go indoors, Pinnacle Bank Arena. Megan Maroney was the big act in July. How did it go?
Yeah, we had 4 big shows in July, believe it or not. It was a
Whoa.
crazy month, you know. We had Journey, which was rescheduled from April. Then we had Treaty Oak Revival, which was a monster of a night. And then we had Dude Perfect,
Oh, that's right.
which was great. It was a super fun family show. My kids went. They loved it. And then it ended with Megan Maroney. And holy cow, it was phenomenal. It was awesome. That's a A-list tour through and through. Huge, huge night. Essentially a sellout. I'm pretty sure it was sold out. Big merch, lots of high school and young girls, a lot of pink, everybody dressed in pink. But really, it was an awesome day, awesome night, and just first-class artist, phenomenal show.
All right, you've got the volleyball back now for a couple dates in August and September.
Yeah, we're going to host the red-white scrimmage with Nebraska Athletics. They reached out and said, hey, you know, can we do this? And we sorted it in there around graduation, because we have college graduation that weekend as well. So they're going to do it on Sunday afternoon, August 16th. It'll be 2 or 3 o'clock. It's on their website, but check that out. Tickets are on sale. They're available. Kind of a fun experience, a way to get out and see the team, and a few more seats there to accommodate families. And I think it's kind of like the only chance to see the team for a while, because they're doing all those road trips.
But there is a chance September 16th, right?
That's right. We're going to host them again versus Creighton.
That'll be
And
big.
yeah, very exciting, very exciting. I think these are the first official Nebraska volleyball events at PBA. So, you know, thank the Huskers for their trust and willingness to give this a go and try it out. And who knows? Maybe it'll be the start of something long term with an annual thing. I don't know. Kind of goes year to year, but obviously there's demand and excitement and opportunity to get some more fans there to otherwise
Right.
couldn't.
If you can't get into Devaney, then you can
That's
at
right.
least see him at least once in person.
That's
this
right,
season,
and
so
twice this year.
That's
So,
right.
Yeah.
Okay. We're moving on to October then with a country legend.
Chris Stapleton, October 7th. It's a Wednesday night. That show is very, very well sold. Get your tickets if you're interested in going. He is a legend indeed. He's always up as a finalist for all the awards on the CMAs or the Grammys or whatever it may be. He's always there. He's always present. He's just been a mainstay for a long time. And we're excited to have him back. You know, it's been a few years. It's been a while since Stapleton's been here. So yeah, get some tickets while you can.
All right. A new show that's come up since last month is Godsmack on October 13th.
Yeah, we're excited for this one. You know, we haven't had like a proper rock show in a while, and so I know that audience and that fan base is out there and kind of hungry for, like, you know, give me something. You know, not everybody likes the same kind of music, so we feel like the rock space has been a little bit quiet for a while, and so we're really excited to be able to sneak something in here for that audience. Hopefully they'll come out. Hopefully they enjoy Godsmack. And but yeah, we're really excited to have it. October 13th, Godsmack.
You have a pretty busy October then. Just a few days later, you've got the professional bull riding coming in.
Yeah, it's a very busy October. And, you know, basketball starts in October too.
I know.
They're gonna have their first scrimmage actually squeezed in there on October 9th.
Wow.
So yeah, there's a lot going on. But yeah, PBR returns. They've been kind of back and forth. They play the fall sometimes, then they play the spring. Now they're back to the fall. So October 17th, it's a Saturday night. They do a great job. They're a really fun show. It's family friendly. It's high energy. It's high, you know, rock and roll noise and pyro and fire. And it's a great event. So come out, support that Saturday night, October 17th.
On October 30th, then another really big female artist is coming.
Yeah, Ella Langley, October 30th. And I am sorry to share that if you don't have tickets, they're going to be pretty hard to get. It's not often that you see a show go on sale and then almost instantly there's no seats left. Very rare. And she did that. She did that everywhere. Just, yeah, we're very fortunate that she's choosing to play in Lincoln, and we're going to make it special for sure. Friday night, October 30th. It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Think people will be wearing Halloween costumes for that one?
That's a good question. I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Halloween's always fun. Okay, another new announcement, November 12th, Pentatonics is back.
Yeah, a little holiday, kick off the holiday season with Pentatonics. I mean, these guys are awesome. The a cappella, they're legendary. They kind of do this every year holiday tour. They just announced the tour, and they're really not playing a whole lot in this kind of part of the country, the central Midwest. So very fortunate to have that date and very excited for it. It's been a few years since we've had them, but if you haven't seen this show, I mean, they are so good. A cappella, no instruments, holiday songs. It's special. It's fun. And tickets are not even on sale yet, so hopefully they'll
Keep your eye on. When do they go on sale?
next week.
Next
Yeah,
week. So that
Friday.
would be
Friday,
of the 10th.
August 15th,
okay. All right.
14th.
Put that on your calendar.
I should have a calendar in front of me when we talk.
A big kids weekend with the Hot Wheels monster trucks coming in mid-November.
Yeah, we had this last year for the first time, and it did really well enough that they said, hey, we want to come back. They try to make it an annual thing. And so we're going to do it again. We have 3 shows that weekend. We'll have 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday. Very family fun. It's big trucks, like monster trucks. They crush cars. They kind of turn the lights off and have a black light look to it.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's Hot Wheels branded, so they're kind of in cahoots with that group, and tons of fun, very family friendly.
And another country act coming 19th. The Zac Brown Band has been here several times.
Yeah, Zac Brown's been here a handful of times, but it's been a while. I mean, I think it's probably been 5 or 6 years, if not longer, since the last time he was here. Zac Brown Band's going on tour this summer and fall. Had an awesome show at the Sphere in January, a residency there. And they had enough fun and enough excitement that they said, hey, let's hit the road and go out and have a good time. So we're grateful to have that. That's a Thursday night, November 19th, Zac Brown Band. And I mean, come out and see him. They're great. He's world class.
Very next day, you've got third day, Chris Tomlin and Toby Mac.
Yeah, a couple busy stretches for sure, especially once basketball gets sprinkled in there. November 20th, that's a Friday night. It's an awesome Christian lineup. I mean, you have 3 headliners here in one with third day, Chris Tomlin and Toby Mac. Great opportunity to get out and enjoy some wholesome family content, some Christian music from some legendary people. I mean, Chris Tomlin, he's kind of an OG. Like, he started the whole Christian big arena. I mean, he's been around a long time. So yeah, very special occasion there.
Early December, it's time to get in the mood for Christmas, and nothing will do that better than Amy Grant, Michael Smith, and CeCe Winans.
Yeah, we're going to get it started, and the holiday season started with the Pentatonics in November, and then we're going to just keep you fresh and ready to go in December there. And, this is exciting. This is a Saturday night show. Again, a handful of legendary acts coming together for the special Christmas show. It's in the season. It's a Saturday night. It's wholesome. It's special, and we're really excited to have it. We don't do a ton in December usually.
Yeah.
This seems like an absolute perfect fit.
Yeah, great. All right. That's a great lineup.
It's a lot, yeah, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of excitement right now. There's a lot of momentum, so it wouldn't surprise me if we dropped another show or 2 yet this year, and then we feel pretty good about the first few months of next year even, which means those announcements will be coming out here soon.
Great.
So, yeah, definitely keep an eye on all the sites, and please come out, have fun, let us know how we're doing, but support these phenomenal artists and entertainment in Lincoln.
Okay. Thank you again to you and your staff for all your hard work.
They get all the credit. Amazing team, first class.
PinewoodBowlTheater.com and PinnacleBankArena.com are the websites where you can check out all the action. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right, after the show, we'll run a list of some of the fun shopping adventures you'll find in Lincoln, including our local farmers markets. Then we'll run a list of all the events we featured on today's show. I want to again thank Maury and Allie from the Lincoln Community Playhouse, as well as our regulars, Jeff and Tim, for being on our show. And thank you for joining us. We hope to see you out and about.
There's a saying, it's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. And from the outside looking in, you probably haven't seen much. Perhaps you've only heard of the cornfields and corn heads. Those are here, and here to stay. But look closer, and you'll discover where corn meets road is a group of people who make this place called Lincoln awesome. Here, strangers are welcomed as friends, and travelers are treated as locals. A place that when you leave is somehow unexpectedly on your mind. Like other growing cities, we've got it all. Award-winning local breweries, captivating museums, curated fine art, innovative cuisine, charming shops and boutiques, a rich tradition of sports, and a diverse selection of entertainment. Experience is what matters. And community, well, that's our pride and joy. It's why 297,622 people, and counting, call it home. So when you come to Lincoln and discover everything this big little town in the Midwest has to offer, remember, with every interaction, moment, and experience you have, don't just look. See.